Alright Zerg friends, it's Fenner. I thought I'd do a really quick video on my first impressions of Heroes of the Storm. I've played it for about 12 hours today. I just could not stop playing it. It is so good, man. It's an amazing game. It is so well polished for being an alpha. It is just incredible. I haven't had the game crash once. I've had barely any bugs. There have been a few FPS issues, but other than that, it's been great. Yeah, I've been loving it. I've played with a lot of friends. I played with one friend. I played with 5 friends, and you know, every time it's just a blast. I think it is the most fun with 5 friends because obviously a game like this, it's all about the team play. So when you got 5 people together, there's going to be a lot more depth to the game, since you're going to be able to work together a lot better than just in your team. Also, I really hope they add microphone support to the game soon, since that will be something really big that will allow team play to be a lot better in public games. But yeah, this is so much fun, man. I honestly wasn't expecting it to be this good. I had a lot of doubts about it, since it did look very casual, but I think there's a lot of depth to it. The talent system brings a lot of variation to the game on how you build your character. You know, I thought, oh, these are going to be talents, they're not going to do too much, but they have a massive impact on how your character is played. You can, for example, you can take a Raynor and you can make him a survival Raynor, you can make him a glass cannon Raynor, or you can put him in a lane and you can take this talent that's called bribe, and every time you kill a minion it stacks up, and once you get 40 stacks then you can bribe a mercenary camp instead of killing it, so you can make him a laning Raynor. So there's a lot of different variations that you can take your characters based on the talents. I think it's really cool, and I think that's something really interesting as well, because it's going to make to create the metagame. Like, something I've been thinking about is you can have 3 heroes per lane. You can have like 2 of them with bribe, and you know, basically then you're getting the farm aspect of the game back, because bribe is so powerful, but it also makes your characters a bit weaker, but it does allow you to take those mercenary camps, which are so good. Basically some of the biggest objectives there. And if you don't have bribe characters, then you're going to struggle to get a lot of mercenary camps, because you can't really keep all of your dudes around attacking them. So I think that's really interesting. I think another great part of the game is the map variety, something that is not in any other MOBA. Yeah, I mean, every single game is different. You've got the pirate map, I've completely forgotten the name, but that is so aggressive because the 2 top lanes are really close together, so you basically have 4 heroes in a lane, and then you got the bottom lane, which is way off, and basically have like 1v1 down there. So that's really interesting as well, and obviously the doubloons that you have to collect make it even more aggressive, since players can actually drop them when they die. So you see a player with like 5 doubloons and everybody's going crazy trying to kill him. So that map makes for really aggressive games. Then you got maps like the mines, which isn't as aggressive because you got 2 lanes, and then you go down into the mines, and the mines are huge. You just got to grind these creeps, which makes for longer games. The same with the Raven Lord as well. That takes a lot longer, but everything basically comes down to a lot of action, which makes the game very exciting, you know. A lot of other MOBA games, it's all about the farming in the early game, but this is all about the action constantly. And I think people currently are playing a lot more defensive than they need to be. But for example, like the creeps never aggro on you, even if you attack an enemy hero. So that means you can be so aggressive, and a lot of people aren't abusing that yet. So I think once this gets past the stage where people still have no clue how to play, it is going to be extremely aggressive. It's going to be so much fun. There's going to be battles constantly. There's going to be people microing in fights. It's going to be a blast, and I'm loving it at the minute. The one thing I do have a problem with at the minute, or not really a problem, but just something I'm not too keen on, is that the gold income, which is the in-game currency to buy heroes, skins, mounts, or whatever, is extremely slow. So that is something I don't really like at the minute, because I've played a lot of games and I've only unlocked 1 hero, and it's only going to get slower. So being able to unlock new heroes through the in-game currency seems like it's going to be very hard, even if you do play a lot. So you're probably going to have to resort to spending quite a lot on this game, since you're going to want to play more than one hero, obviously. So that's something to think about it. I think they will change it in the future if it is too slow. That's what they did with Hearthstone when the gold income in Hearthstone was too slow. So yeah, I think that will change, or they'll lower the price of the heroes or whatever. But right now it's going to be really slow to unlock new dudes. But with that said, I'm still enjoying it a lot. I'm really loving the Elite Tauren Chieftain. He is an absolute boss, man. He tanks so much damage, and he also brings up the mosh pit, which is absolutely awesome. So I hope you enjoyed the models and the skins in the background, guys. And I'll do a more in-depth analysis of the game after tomorrow, I think, when I've played it a lot more. But now I'm tired, and I'm gonna go to bed. Lol, joking. I'm gonna play more heroes. Counterattack. So this is a really strong way to play Nazeez. Even just 2 roaches on a counterattack can force so much from your opponent. Not that they're going to do a lot of damage, that's not the key part of a counterattack. The main thing that you're getting from a counterattack is